The rain outside hadn't stopped since morning. Inside Marty's diner, the smell of bacon and coffee lingered in the air. A young girl named Lila, about 17, sat quietly at the counter, her wheelchair slightly angled toward the window. Her hands trembled as she tried to steady her milkshake. Lila had cerebral palsy, and though her movements were slow, her smile was warm, the kind that made people feel seen. Two boys, local troublemakers, strutted in loud and full of themselves. They ordered fries but seemed more interested in mocking others than eating. When they noticed Lila, one of them smirked. "Hey, Wheels," he sneered, "you racing anyone today?" The diner fell sign is mid-step. Lila's eyes darted down to her lap, her lips pressed tight. She said nothing, hoping they'd stop. But they didn't. The taller one walked up, pretending to trip over her footrest, then laughed at was the funniest thing in the world. Lila whispered, "Please don't," but that only made them meaner. Then, it happened. One of them leaned in close, sneered, "Smile for me, sweetheart," and slapped her milkshake out of her hand. The glass shattered on the floor, splashing pink cream all over her legs. Everyone gasped. Lila flinched, eyes watering, but still didn't say a word. The waitress, trembling, yelled, "Get out before I call the sheriff." The boys cursed, tossed a few bills on the counter, and left laughing into the rain. For the next hour, no one spoke much. The diner felt heavier, quieter. Lila tried to clean herself up, but her hands shook too much. The waitress helped her wipe her lap, whispering, "You didn't deserve that, honey." Then, the bell above the door jingled again. 6 bikers walked in, leather jackets dripping with rain, boots clunking against the tile. Their vests read Steel Brothers MC. They were big, tattooed, and carried the kind of silence that made everyone step aside. One of them, a grizzled man with a gray beard and kind eyes, noticed the broken glass near Lila's chair. He knelt beside her. "What happened, sweetheart?" he asked softly. Lila hesitated. The wapel of punks came in earlier. They hurt her. The biker's jaw tightened. He stood up, exchanged looks with his crew, and simply said, "Which way'd they go?" No one answered. They didn't have to. The waitress pointed toward the old gas station down the road. The bikers nodded and walked out without another word. The sound of their engines roared through the storm like thunder. 15 minutes later they were back. No one said what happened outside, but the older biker returned to Lila's table, set down a brand new strawberry milkshake, and gently slid it toward her. "Don't let anyone take your sweetness from you, kid," he said with a wink. Lila smiled, really smiled this time, her eyes glimmering with gratitude. The entire diner clapped softly. The bikers sat down for coffee, and for the first time that day, the place felt warm again. Sometimes karma doesn't wear robes. Sometimes it wears leather and rides a Harley.